Today, I'm with Kallie. She's the founder, creator of Kallie Craft. Kallie, tell your story.
Hello. So I started my business to kind of be more, I forget what the word was, to be more active in the LGBTQ community. So I started crocheting little bees in the different pride flag colors.
And what was the inspiration behind this?
So the inspiration was because I have a child that is part of the queer community, and I wanted the queer community to know that there are people out there that make crafts that are supportive of them.
This is 2025. You're welcome in my community.
Counting the seconds on the ship that
And
me back.
I guess when I was talking to you before we recorded, you said that could be controversial. Do you get a lot of pushback when you come to a craft show like this?
So I haven't gotten a lot of pushback, but I do tend to go to more of the pride events. Coming to schools like this, I try to have a variety of things, but seeing the light in the kids' eyes when they see my bees is what keeps me going.
I guess the demographic you go to already welcome,
yes,
regardless.
Yes.
I guess, can you go more about the story on why you do those things to support the community? Some people make earrings, necklaces, bracelets. What was this about?
So I saw something that said "Be free to be you," and so I thought the bee was perfect. So a little honeybee, and then just kind of the quote that I have when I usually go to events is "Be free to be you."
Be free. You are free. And when you go to craft shows, do you tell the story or do you let people just buy it? Because I wouldn't recognize what that is. I would just think it's craft stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't tell the story. My child actually did paint a sign that has the "Be free to be you," and then it has the trans flag as the background.
Okay, if I see that, I will recognize what it is, but otherwise I wouldn't know the difference. And I guess what is the vision for the business? What is the bigger picture?
So yeah, it is sort of a side thing that I do. So yeah, nothing that will take over, the rest of my life, but I just want to show up to events like this and show the community that there are people that support the LGBTQ community.
And regarding the LGBTQ community, what is the biggest struggle you face? I guess, what is the struggle of them not being accepted? Why do you feel like there's so much resistance now?
I think because there are more vocal voices in the world that are spreading fear. And I think a lot of people are scared to put themselves out there. And so I think that's mostly is that the voices spreading fear are very loud these days.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Unless you are impacted, you don't realize, you don't become an activist, I guess, and you stay in the background until your kids or someone impacted. You be like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Until then, you're just not afraid, but there's the fear of being singled out, I guess.
Yes.
From Utah is pretty religious.
Mm-hmm.
How does the dynamic work when a kid buy this, they take it home? Does the parents resist to a kid bringing this at their house?
So I haven't heard any stories about kids that go home with this. Yeah, most of the kids that do buy this have their parents with them. A lot of these bees, though, they just kind of pass as a colorful bee. And so I don't know if the parents don't notice, but yeah, I haven't heard anything specific.
Okay. And you've been doing this for how long now?
3 years now. Mm-hmm.
And what would be the biggest thing? What is the hardest thing of being a vendor? What would you say?
Probably just, being competitively priced. As a homemade crafter, what I think something would sell for, it may not. And so it's gauging that, what do I price it at so that people will want it, but so that I don't feel like I'm, losing money overall.
I think you're right, because I think people's expectations are so cheap because of what they get from Temu, Amazon. When they come to the craft shows, they think it's going to be the same, but it's like, oh, I make this, you know?
Yeah.
But what's the future for the business?
Sorry.
What's the future for the business?
For now, just continuing to do a small event, and yeah, trying to do more pride-focused events.
Are you gonna get the farmer market this year?
I don't know. I haven't applied yet. But yeah, I'm trying to get some more.
And you have a social media website?
Just my Instagram.
And people can go on your Instagram and get the product. Oh,
Yes.
message you. All right, thank you, Kallie.
Yeah, thank you so much.
He gives his garments without a shade to us in very sunny state. The only other sun is sweet of easy living and down faith. This would
Today, we're with Teresa. She's the founder, creator of Teresa Co. and her daughter, Kayla. Teresa, can you tell us your story on how you ended up coming with this business idea?
Yes. So my daughter, actually, we were at a farmer's market and she had always wanted to do sourdough. So she found a sourdough starter. She started off making sourdough and then she ended up having 2 children. So she got a little busy. So I had to start helping, and it actually really spoke to us. And my grandma passed away. Her name is Doris. Kayla is actually named after my grandma, Doris. And so that's where we came up with the name. And we really wanted to do this business just to connect with each other and remind us of my grandma.
Wow, that's a cool story. And how long ago did you start the business?
Oh, it's been almost 2 years. Yeah. Has it been? Yeah, almost 2 years.
And you say that your grandma
Yes.
was someone that you would bake with her growing up?
That is correct. Yes. I would bake all of the bread with my grandma. She really taught me how to cook as well. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What are some cool recipe that you know?
Oh, well, our coolest recipes, we love to do new things. So we've done margarita bread. We've done pickle bread where we use pickle juice instead of water. So that's really something we like to try, is just different fun recipes and see if it works. Our motto is try it and bake it. So we just bake it, and if it works out, then we try and sell it.
I guess working with your daughter, I know sometimes it can be difficult working with family. Has that been difficult coming to craft show like
Not
this?
at all. Absolutely, we're best friends. So.
That's a great thing. Because it's not always easy to to work with family.
Yes.
I know making food coming to craft show is different than making non-perishable items.
Correct.
Because if you don't sell this, I don't know where you're gonna sell it. How do you decide how much to make to come to a market?
You know, honestly, it is trial and error. So we just test it out and then we try and see what goes the quickest. What do we need more of? And if we have extras, then people get blessed with that. Neighbors, family, we just drop off our loaves. So.
Is there anything that you do when you come to market to make your booth look attractive to customer?
I assign that to Kayla. She is absolutely my person that makes everything look nice. She keeps it all cute and organized. She is my interior designer. She does all of that stuff.
And Kayla, what do you do to make it look nice?
All the cute signs, try to make everything easy to read, easy to access, the cards, just all of those things.
Okay. And I know, I guess a lot of those stuff you make, you can get the item from your house, so like flowers.
Yes.
Most people already have that in their house. If I was starting from the scratch, how much money you think I would need to start something like this?
Goodness. You know, honestly, if you were just starting out making sourdough, really, you could get that for $20 because all you need sourdough is just flour, salt, and water. That's it.
That's it. And you've been doing this for 2 years now. What would be the hardest part of coming to craft show like this?
Coming to the shows is really just making sure that everything is timed correctly. Because again, like when you're making bread, you have to do bulk ferment and it's all timing. So that's the hardest part, is making sure everything is done and at the same time.
So you say timing, meaning cooking, making it done at home. Because
yes, correct.
Do you have a job outside of this?
No. Yes, I do have a job outside of this. Yes, okay. I have a full-time job. So this is absolutely something we do on the side.
So like having enough time to prep them at home.
Yes.
And I guess they don't have to rise and all that stuff.
Yes.
And
sourdough usually takes about 24 to 48 hours. So it is not a fast process.
It's a long time.
Yes.
I guess, can you give more detail about that? how do you make it from the beginning to the end? How would you make a sourdough bread?
So sourdough, like I was saying, so you have your sourdough starter and it is flour, salt, and water. And so then it comes alive. It has all the what are they called? Microbes? I'm not sure what it's actually called. But so all the little live creatures. And then you just make your sourdough starter. You let that rise. Yes. And then you just add flour, salt, and water and then make bread. And then when I want to do something else, we have some blueberries that we have in there. That's cinnamon sugar, espresso for the chocolate. So that's it. It's easy. But then a lot of waiting.
And you need to supervise it while it's waiting.
Yes, you want to keep checking it.
You don't want to just leave.
Yep, no.
I think that's probably the time-consuming aspect of you have to be present.
Yes, you want to watch your bulk ferment because if it goes too long, then you have overproof dough and it's not going to rise the way you want it to.
Yeah. So what's the future for the business?
Oh, goodness. Well, I hope that eventually it would be nice if I didn't have to have my other job and we could do this with each other full time. So hopefully that's where we're going. But right now we're just little and small and seeing how it works out.
You mean like open a bakery kind of thing?
I would love to. We would love to do something where we have a micro bakery and we would also do that out of the house. But we would be able to just have some people come and be able to have our little bakery and have it be more on the regular. We do orders about 2 days a week. It would be nice if we were a little bit more consistent.
So when you mean micro bakery, what does that really mean?
It just means that we don't really have a location, not a huge storefront. A micro bakery is usually
like a tiny
something
thing,
out of the house. So just a smaller version.
Okay. If someone is watching this, where can they find your product?
We're on Facebook and Instagram right now. So that's where we're currently taking orders. So they can find us on Instagram and Facebook right now under just Doris Doko.
Perfect. You heard that, lady? Go check her out and support a small business owner. Are you going to be at the farmer market this year in the Eagle Mountain?
Yes, we will be. Yes.
Well, you can also check her out starting in June.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Teresa. And Kallie.
Kayla. Yep.
Kayla. How you doing, man?
We got D&D shirts here, one for $20 and then two for $40. They come in from sizes adult small to adult XL, X3L or something like that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, but D&D shirts. Look up more online.
Okay, thank you. Hello, how you doing?